Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore. I've got some kind of halo thing over my head. We get a lot of low sun in the winter, as you probably do where you are too. And that means that I'm going to have the sun on my face here, showing all my facial lines. But sometimes it's coming in through the back window and I look like an angel inside my own head. And we know that I'm crazy. I should have called myself Crazy Carnivore because that's more realistic. This one's going to be super short, mostly because I've just turned up at a shop where I'm going to go and buy some beef and then something for my kids. And you don't need to know about that. But also today is the day I've got my interview with Dave Mack this afternoon. I have been practicing this over and over in my head. I'm going to make it so it's different to last time. I've tried to plot it out. I noticed that last time when I was on there, I didn't do a few things. I didn't thank him for having me on for a start. So that's the first order of business. Also, I kind of summarized my early dieting history really, really short. I think it's because as a child I was teased and I've spent my whole life. It's amazing really. You might not believe this about me, but I've spent most of my life not wanting to bore people, which is why my videos last year were about 10 minutes long, because I wanted to get it all done as quickly as possible so I wouldn't take up too much of your time or hold up too much of your life. And that comes from being as a child and not really having, not being one of the trendy ones and trying to fit in and not wanting to annoy people too much. And if I wanted something to say, I say it quickly, get it over and done with, so they wouldn't be annoyed with me or bored with me. And so, where's this going? And now with my Dave Mack interview, I felt last time I kind of launched into it too quick. There wasn't much smiling going on. This time I'm going to try and slow it down. I am going to spend about 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes, spending a bit more time about my dieting history, how I got overweight in the first place and things like that. Sometimes I feel like people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that sort of thing. But then I'll watch a video where it's taken someone like 45 minutes before they've got to the bit where they found carnivore, and I think, okay, if they're allowed to spend between 30 and 45 minutes talking about before they get to how they found carnivore, then maybe I can spend a bit more time. And so I've been plotting it out, trying not to think about it in the middle of the night. I didn't allow myself to think about it in the night because I will start going over it and then I'm going to be awake practicing my speech at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not good. But this morning I came down early and got a bit of paper out and then allowed myself to start talking about my earlier life. It's not a great deal of story. I'm going to try and, I've done bullet points so that I can talk about it, for the shortest amount of time possible, but still getting all the information there. There's also going to be more talk about my optimism, my newfound optimism, how I hit breaking point, and just I want to make sure that anyone watching that video is, well, I'm going to try and get some more subscribers. Though the only downside to subscribers is you get dodgy comments. But in amongst some of those dodgy comments, I've had 3 come through in the last couple of days that I thought were fantastic. So I'm going to read them out to you now, and then that will be the end of the video. But as I've said, I get loads and loads of lovely supportive comments. If I didn't read yours out, please don't think that they're not important. Keep commenting if you want to. But every now and again I'll get one that makes me just think, wow, this is so worth it. Because if you've been on my channel for a long time, you'll know that I want to help others. This is the reason I set up this channel. Somebody told me that the channel was all about me, and I just thought, one, it's a vlog, so of course it's my story. Silly. And secondly, they really don't know me at all, because if you've been on the channel for any longer than a couple of weeks, you'll know that my primary reason is because I want other people to feel like I do. I see people wandering around, bent over in pain and on medication for this and suffering from that, and I can't get through to them in the real world. So maybe I'll try on YouTube. You know what I mean? But anyway, I get some comments that make me think this has all been worthwhile. Me sitting here in the car, chatting to my phone, trying really hard to look at the little dot to make sure I'm looking at the camera. All this effort, trying not to look at myself, all the editing and making thumbnails has been worth it because it's affected somebody's life, and that's why we're here, yeah? Okay, so I've got 3 comments. I'm going to read them through, then I'm going to go and buy some beef. And then look out for Dave's interview, which probably will come out Tuesday or Wednesday this week. This is the first one from Cameron, 27. I'm not sure what your actual name is, or whether that's a play on words. Sarah, you are amazing. I don't feel amazing, but I love how some people think that I am. And if, she's probably not lying. She probably thinks it, which is amazing. Keep on going strong. Tomorrow will be a full week of carnivore for me. And honestly, you are a big reason why I feel like I didn't cheat this week. So I've made a difference to their life. She's not the first person that said, my face, my videos, my voice has popped into their head when they're about to make a decision. This is strong. And my friend George, my brother from another mother, part of my carnivore family. Hi, Sarah. Those of us who truly care about you are not here to judge or offer advice that you already know. And this is true, isn't it? Because people are saying to me, do intermittent fasting. I already know intermittent fasting is a thing. I've been in this space for nearly 10 years. I know what it's about. If I've chosen not to do it, there's probably a reason. And other people will say, give up cheese. I'm not eating any cheese, but I do know what it's like to give up cheese because I've already done it. So don't tell me to give up cheese. You can always tell the comments that are from the people who have been with me for ages and the ones that are new. We are happy to support you every step of the way. You are one of my closest friends now, as you are an important part of my daily life. How amazing is that? In the real world, I haven't managed to convert anyone, really. My son is doing keto and my brother's doing a bit of dirty keto. But neither of them are actually carnivore. So the number of people I've managed to convert to carnivore is still 0 in my real world. And so I've come on here with other carnivores. I'm cheering them on. They're cheering me on. This is good stuff. We need this support. We don't have the support in our real world. We need it here. And we're going to get it where we can get it. Jade. Look, lady, I've watched a lot of carnivores and YouTubers who I found so relatable that I imagined I'd get along great with them for at least a couple of hours. But you make me think that we'd be friends and hang out lots. Well, I don't really know who you are, Jade, but it sounds like we would be good friends. Tell me where you live. You don't live in my village, that's for sure. What a shame. So anyway, that's all I want to talk about. The shop I need to go into is about to open. There's already a queue of people forming outside. It's Aldi. I don't go to Aldi very often, but now that Tesco have stopped making my burgers that I liked, I've said to my son, let's take a trip to Aldi. And then he didn't want to come. So I'm at Aldi. I'm going to see if they still do the frozen burgers with just salt and pepper in. But on that note, I am coming up to another Lion Day thought challenge. Not 125 days, 30. But this is not a declaration. This is not a promise. This is nothing. I'm just getting an urge to do it again. That's all I'm saying. I will let you know if it happens, and I'll let you know when it's done. But I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and find a trolley, put some burgers in it, and then go home and probably eat them. I'm also going to see if they've got any 25% meat. But they're opening the door. They're opening the door. I'm going in. Thank you for my comments. And I will see you tomorrow and look out for my interview with Dave. Love you all. Thank you so much for listening. Get in the sun if you get some, and just thrive. They're opening the door. The key's coming out. I'm going in. Take care. Bye.